In this video, we are going to start at the basics, and that is drawing straight lines. I already have some as an example. We'll just add some here, so we're going to learn to draw straight lines in this video. Besides straight lines in the sheet, we're also going to draw from point to point. For hand sketching, we will use A3 paper and a good pen or fine liner that doesn't smudge. Before you start sketching, make sure you have the pen about halfway in your hand. When writing, you often hold it at the very beginning, but then you can't see the tip anymore. Holding the pen halfway down for hand sketching, you will see where your point of the pen is going to. We start sketching straight lines. While doing this, make sure you keep your wrist locked, so not moving around. Then you'll see you're going to draw a radius. Make sure you're drawing from the shoulder. This means you are not going to rotate your shoulder, but rather away from your shoulder. Don't look at the tip of your pen because then you will be focusing too much on where the line is going. Focus on the point where the line should go and make the lines a little longer than they need to be. Well, let's start with the first straight line. You can do a little dry practice beforehand, and when you're sure it's straight enough, then you put the line on paper. Maybe the first one is not quite straight, but then you just draw several in a row. I draw the lines fairly thin. You can play with that, you can make them a little thicker, or you can start in thick and thinner them out. This is good to play with, because if you put a figure and set it up thin, then you accentuate the lines later to make the figure. Let's practice and draw some straight lines, and make sure that those lines are about 1 inch or 2 inches apart. Then, you can see them relative to each other, and you will also be able to see if they're a little bit straight. I draw them all fairly oblique because this direction works best for me. But you can use other directions, of course. You may turn the paper as well, so if you want to have way straight lines, then you adjust the paper. If you want them completely vertical, you already turn the paper completely straight. I set the lines fairly quickly. What happens if you put them a little slower? Then you see that the lines are not as straight as you would want. Also, make sure you put the lines in one line, because otherwise, in the worst case, you will get this kind of lines. So as I said at the beginning, set up your lines fairly quickly, look where you want to go, hold your pen about halfway, and then you get reasonably straight lines. Once you get a little more dexterity in drawing loose straight lines, we'll start drawing from point to point. I'm going to put this paper away like this. Then you draw 2 crosses or 2 circles about 20 centimeters apart of each other, and you make sure you get a straight line. Don't focus on where the line starts and where the line ends. Make sure the line goes roughly through these 2 points. If you can, of course, practice there for a while above the paper before you set the straight line, and then you're going to set the straight line. You can practice that a number of times. Oh, look, see, here's where he's already gone all wrong. We'll just put another line like this, and we just practice more often. If you don't like the direction, then you turn the paper a little so that you eventually get the straight lines you want.